Oh, it's treat on. Everyone having a good year? Yeah. That's a shame, isn't it? I'm not going to do anything political this evening, or COVID-y. Just going to keep it nice and light. Hitler, right? I was watching a band on YouTube a little while ago, a band called the True Loves. If you're into old school soul, funk, all this sort of stuff, amazing. So a video, True Loves live on KEXP radio. And as I'm watching it, their trombone player, he's got a bit of a hair that does this a bit, and every time he holds his trombone up, he looked like he had a little moustache because of the lighting. And I thought, wouldn't it be interesting if Hitler had been given a trombone at the age of 6? Things might have ended up a little bit different, you know. His parents are a little bit worried about him. He's running around. He's like, stop shouting, Hitler. That's not even real words. That's just a pathetic comedy. Just don't. Bend your legs when you walk. You look like a fucking idiot. It's like, said the F word. Mum, sorry, Mum. Sorry, Mum. And so his parents are going, look, Hitler, we're a bit worried about you. You know, you're acting up a bit strange recently. We're not really been hanging out with the wrong crowd. I mean, for example, if all your friends went and invaded Poland, would you do the same thing? No, that's not so they said, look, what we got. You keep doing that with your arm. You've got Tourette's or something. I can say that, I've got Tourette's. You've got Tourette's or something. Stop, keep doing that. So his dad said, what we've done is we thought we'd get you a little present. Take your mind off things, you know. We've got you a trombone. You have a go. And he's like, just stop shouting, blow into it, blow into it. It's kind of, he said, you do the arm. Go. And he's loving it. And he absolutely loves it. He's a happy little chappy. He calls it his Meinen Pumpfenmaschinen. And he loves it. And so things would have been quite different. Hitler had a trombone. He could have changed the world. You think he could have had a band? He could have had an umpire marching band. He could have had. That's all he ever does on it. Mussolini on the xylophone. Margaret Thatcher on bass. Tony Blair on Stratocaster. Fuck you, Blair. You've ruined my guitar collection, you really have. That's twice I said it now. And so, yeah, dictator. Donald Trump, you know, those one-man band things they used to have where they had the little cymbals on their knees. There's him, ka-ching, 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 of course his bone spurs are locked together. He's fallen over, he's lying on the floor. All he's got to read is a copy of Mein Kampf that's been left there. He's sort of, oh dear. So, if Hitler had done that, he wouldn't have written Mein Trump in the first place, would he? He would have written Mein Pumpfenmaschinen, which would have been fantastic. Things would have been so different. In the 60s, Hitler could have gone to San Francisco, formed a psychedelic stoner umpire band, the High Hitlers, they could have called it. It would have been fantastic. Everything would have been different, you know. But instead of that, we're left with what we've got with. We're left with what we've got with. There's too many withs, it's alright, with, without, who cares? Yeah, so that's a weird thing. But, you know, people have bad hair. It's the thing with dictators and world leaders now. They seem to have really, really terrible hair. I'm not going to have a go at Trump. Yeah, I am. No, I'm just going to talk about his hair, really. I'm going to keep this light. Because he's got lovely hair. He's got beautiful hair. He pays $70,000 a year for that hair, according to his legal tax return. $70,000. That is $200 a day, 150 quid a day for that. He's meant to be the world's best businessman, you know, the art of the deal. Can you imagine the conversation with his hairdresser? I want the bestest, greatest, wonderful, most wonderfulest hairdresser and hairstyle in the world. And they go, scrape some shite off the floor and stick it to his head. There you go, Donald, that's 70 grand. Oh, fantastic. He's meant to be the best business. Why would he lie? Why would he lie about that? Absolutely no reason. Trump's hair is beautiful. It is, it's beautiful. It's like a golden rays of sunshine dripping down his, lots of gold dripping down his face. I've seen the video. I haven't seen the video. It's rumoured to exist. It's like candy floss from the stars, sun-kissed by the sun, strapped to a dog's arse. It's like spun sugar, beautiful spun sugar basket, lovingly put on an Easter cake. It's like sun-kissed rays of gold from the sun, stuck on a balloon full of sick. It's great. So, 70,000 quid, not just for hairdressing, but for hair care. Now, some things are beyond care. really in this life, something beyond care. You get a sick animal, there's only one thing to do, and I think you have to take it behind the shed and... So, Trump's hair, take it off, take it behind the shed, shoot it, bang, that's it, gone, dead. Little Jimmy comes out, hey Dad, where's Goldie? Oh, I'm sorry son, we had to put it down. He said, oh my God, and Jimmy's upset. He lives in Arizona, you know, and there's in the Arizona desert. So his dad says to him, look Jimmy, go and play, go out into the desert and play. Not in the well, but right next to the well, but actually don't fall in the well, you know, just go and play there. Because apparently all the families around there used to do exactly the same thing. Poor old fucking Lassie, running around in the outback, running around in the desert. He's got great hair, Lassie. Not so good if you're in the Arizona desert, of course. A long-haired dog, Lassie's permanently pissed off. He's got two noises, Lassie. And oh. That's all he ever used to do. And the people would automatically translate this. Oh, what, Jimmy's falling in the well? And Lassie's going, of course he's falling in the bloody well, you stupid sod. What's wrong with you people? Every time you send your kids to play, you go and tell them to play right next to, but not actually inside the well. What they do, they come and they fall in it. I'm sick of this, I'm bloody sick of this. So he's barking at the dad. Dad's going, what, Lassie? What, Lassie? Jimmy's falling in the well? Lassie's going, that's not what I said. What I said is I called you a stupid twat like all the other people around here for sending your kids to play. He said, oh my God, he says, oh, I'll get on my horse. So come on, let's find Jimmy. And Lassie's running behind going, and the bloke's going, and he's always going, that's it, Lassie, keep up. Lassie's saying, that's not what I said. He said, I'm going to bite your sodding legs for this every sodding day. One of you or the other. Your kid's falling in the well. What's wrong with you? Why can't we have got Skippy to do this? Skippy's much better in hot weather. Unfortunately, Skippy was a violent drunk. He's a bar brawl, he's a Russell Crowe of kangaroos, like, you know. Skippy's not interested, he shouldn't be allowed new children, let alone real people, it's terrible. So Lassie's going, well, why don't we get Flipper? Flipper's a moron. You know, dolphins are meant to be clever, Flipper's a solid moron. He'd be in the water going, what could Flipper do? You know, Lassie can rescue people from the well. Skippy can go and punch people in the face, you know, whatever it is in a good bar fight. Flipper was absolutely useless. What sort of mysteries could he solve? They're on a boat, they go, Flipper, there's slightly too many fish over there. Would you mind just going and eating some? You know, just go and eat some. That's all he could do. Flipper's going, oh, what, where? Oh, the fish, oh, fish, oh, I don't like fish. Go to your dolphin, you love fish. What, eat all the fish? No, eat some of the fish, just eat some of the fish. There's too many fish, just eat some of them. So I've got to sit here and let the fish eat me. No, you eat the fish, you eat some of the fish. Oh, Flipper, just bugger off, Flipper. So Lassie sends Flipper an email and says, look, Flipper, come and help me. He says, I hate hot weather, I can't stand it. So Flipper's there, Flipper decides to take Lassie's job, and obviously little Jimmy falls down a well. And they're all running around going, where's Flipper? And someone goes, hang on, there's a bad smell coming from behind that bush. Because it's in the middle of the desert and Flipper's lying there half dead. He's been there for 3 weeks going, someone give me a drink. You know, doesn't work out. So what Lassie should have done was really just hang around by the well. Instead of going backwards and forwards, just hang around by the well. And every time a kid comes towards him, just go, oh. And the kid goes, what, Lassie? Play right next to the well. No, I'm telling you to go away. Move back. And he goes, okay, okay. I'll just balance precariously on the edge of this well. Bang, falling in. Oh my God's sake. So Skippy's there going, oh mate, what do you want? Where are you little buggers? He goes, oh, I'm one of those in the face. So these kids are rushing towards the well now because they think that Lassie's told them all to come and play in the well. So, oh my God's sake. So the kids are running into the well, Lassie's going, meaning go away, and the kid goes, oh, what, kick Skippy in the nuts? All right, bang, kick Skippy in the nuts, pull her on the beans, like, you know, Flippers. This is why I'm not allowed to write children's TV programs. It's bloody awful, you know, so I'm not doing that anymore. So, yeah. Hitler also was a vegetarian and a painter. So he would have done very well in Wivenhoe. His trombone, jazz on the key, all this sort of stuff would have gone really well, you know? Fantastic. But I've got a problem with vegans, vegetarians and vegans. I've got nothing against, you know, ethical farming and all this sort of stuff, and being kind to animals and all this sort of stuff, but all vegetables, you know, alright, good for a laugh, whatever. And, but it's not that, it's the stuff that vegans eat that they pretend is nice, and I'm talking specifically about grains. I'm talking bulgur wheat, couscous, cracked wheat, quinoa. These are not foods. These are ballast. When I was a kid in the 70s, in school, you used to have a bucket of bloody couscous in the corner of the classroom. And if someone was sick, that's what you put on the floor to stop people walking in it. It's not food, it's ballast. That's why we've got so many sodding potholes in Wivenhoe. We've got loads of vegans, so the council have got nothing to fill the potholes with, because they're all eating bloody bulgur wheat. It's not food, it's ballast, it's hardcore. No one needs that rubbish. No one needs that rubbish. Obviously we're all in COVID times at the moment, and I think people are taking it the wrong way. We're all British, we should love it. We should love COVID, we should embrace it, because really, as a bit of an agoraphobic myself, I love going into places that are dead quiet. I like the space, I like being able to get on a train, there's no one else there. You know, you go in the supermarket, you got... I actually did become a vegetarian actually just before Christmas, and I lasted until lockdown started, and then there was a toilet roll crisis and I had to give it up. Bad timing, so I'm back on the bacon sandwiches now anyway, so that's all good. The other thing about COVID was, when it started, it was fantastic, because it says, like, you know, you've got 5 months off work on 80% pay, nothing to do. So what do? You wake up in the morning, remember the sun was shining, remember the sunshine? That was nice, wasn't it? Sitting out on your patio, I'm going to read a book. What it actually meant was I'm going to sit out on my patio at 10 o'clock in the morning and drink a bottle of wine. Fantastic. So you're by 11 o'clock you think, oh, what else did they tell us to do? Go for a walk, a mile walk. So you go for a mile walk. By the time you come back, you've been doing this all over the place. You've done like 5.5 miles. Keep fit, it's fantastic. So, and also, you know, back then it was like 10 o'clock in the morning, start drinking. Now it's 10 o'clock at night and you've got to stop, because COVID has a wristwatch. It's there waiting for it. 10 o'clock at night, we're going to get you. So I did a virtual pub session with some mates the other week, and we went on past 10 o'clock and my computer's got a virus. I don't understand how it works either. Hey, I don't know what's written, I'm just drinking a beer. It's nice, isn't it? So, yeah, the government obviously keep changing the rules. I work in a pub as well, and it's very, very difficult. And first of all, they had eat out to help out, but now they have drink up and bugger off. 10 o'clock at night. But COVID has a wristwatch, so I don't know if it's safe to drink till 11 or whether it actually respects British wintertime, British summertime. No one's actually told us that yet. So I would suggest we drink as quick as possible and have a great time. All right. Take care, good people. Thanks for coming. We'll see you again. Cheers. Bye.